There's a special kind of magic that happens where the land gives way to the sea. It's a space of raw beauty, vibrant culture, and horizons that just don't quit. The world is full of cities and towns carved out by the oceans they border, and every single one has its own vibe and its own story. These are the places where life moves to the rhythm of the tides, and where stunning landscapes and human creativity collide. From legendary cityscapes that seem to dive right into the ocean, to charming little villages where time feels like it's hit the pause button, we're heading out on a journey to 15 of the most stunning coastal spots on the planet. Get ready, because this is your ultimate coastal bucket list. Number 1. Venice, Italy. First up, we're starting in a city that's famous for a reason, but still never fails to blow you away: Venice, Italy. Built on over 100 tiny islands in a lagoon, Venice doesn't have roads, just canals. This floating masterpiece is basically a living museum, where gondolas cruise past palaces that are centuries old. Honestly, the best way to experience Venice is to just let yourself get lost in its maze of alleyways, stumble upon hidden bridges, and feel the history in its grand squares. Here's a pro tip. Try visiting in the spring or autumn. You'll dodge the biggest crowds and see the city in a softer, even more romantic light. Number 2. Cape Town, South Africa. Next, we're heading to the southern tip of Africa, to a city held between a massive mountain and two different oceans, Cape Town. With the epic Table Mountain as its backdrop, the city's coastline is a wild mix of perfect white sand beaches, like Clifton and Camps Bay, and rugged, windswept shores. A drive along Chapman's Peak delivers some of the most dramatic coastal views you'll ever see. Cape Town's multicultural energy is everywhere, from its incredible food scene to its powerful history. A practical tip for you: Cape Town's weather is famously unpredictable, so always pack layers, even if the day starts out sunny. Trust me on this one. Number 3. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. From Africa, we're jetting across the Atlantic to the land of samba, sun, and pure spectacle: Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Set between lush, granite peaks and the sparkling ocean, Rio's coastline is the stuff of legends. The world-famous shores of Copacabana and Ipanema aren't just beaches, they're the beating heart of the city, alive with music, sports, and people just soaking it all in. Watching over it all is the Christ the Redeemer statue, offering insane views of this one-of-a-kind city. If you want to experience Rio's electric energy at its peak, go during their summer, from December to March, which all leads up to the biggest party on earth: Carnival. Number 4. Sydney, Australia. Our next stop takes us down under to Sydney, a city that's all about its magnificent harbour. It's home to two of the most famous structures in the world, the Sydney Opera House and the Harbour Bridge, so its waterfront is absolutely iconic. But the city's coastal charm goes way beyond the main harbour. You have to try the Bondi to Coogee Coastal Walk. It serves up breathtaking cliff-top views and gives you a real taste of Sydney's relaxed beach culture. For a totally different vibe, just hop on a ferry to Manly and experience a more laid-back, seaside town feel. Number 5. Nice, France. Now we're heading back to Europe, right to the heart of the glamorous French Riviera. Nice, France, is a city drenched in a special kind of Mediterranean light that has inspired artists for centuries. Its long, pebble beach, the Promenade des Anglais, sweeps along the stunning Blue Bay. But the real soul of Nice is in its old town, a maze of narrow streets with pastel-colored buildings, lively markets, and amazing little cafes. For a view you'll never forget, climb up Castle Hill. You can see the vibrant colors of the city and the sea all spread out below you. Number 6. Honolulu, USA. Time for a slice of paradise in the Pacific. Honolulu, on the Hawaiian island of Oahu, is this cool mix of big city energy and tropical bliss. The legendary Waikiki Beach, with its gentle waves and postcard view of Diamond Head, is known around the world as the place to surf and chill. But beyond the beach, Honolulu has a rich Polynesian culture just waiting to be explored. You can visit Iolani Palace, the only official royal palace in the US, to learn about Hawaii's monarchy. And to really dive into the local culture, you can't beat a traditional luau for an evening of incredible food, music, and dance. Number 7. Kotor, Montenegro. Leaving the massive cities behind, we're now heading to a true gem on the Adriatic Sea, Kotor, Montenegro. Tucked away in a secluded bay that looks like a fjord, Kotor is a beautifully preserved medieval old town. It's wrapped in imposing stone walls, and its winding streets open up to charming squares and ancient churches. The absolute must-do experience is hiking the 1,350 steps up to the fortress of San Giovanni. The panoramic view of the town and the bay from the top is jaw-dropping. It's best to make that climb in the spring or fall to skip the intense summer heat. Number 8. Camden, USA. Our journey now takes us across the Atlantic to the rugged coast of New England, to Camden, Maine. This is the classic American harbor town you see in pictures, where historic schooners, called windjammers, pack the port. The town itself is a lovely collection of 19th century buildings, indie shops, and art galleries. Want that perfect postcard photo? Hike or drive to the top of Mount Batty in Camden Hills State Park. From there, you can look down on the town, the harbor, and the island-filled bay. For something really unique, take a 2-hour kayak trip around the harbor to get an up-close look at the lighthouses and coastline. Number 9. Sitka, USA. From the Atlantic, we're traveling all the way to the dramatic Pacific coast of Alaska to visit Sitka. This town is a really interesting mix of stunning nature and deep cultural history, all set against a backdrop of forested islands and snowy mountains. Sitka's story is a blend of its indigenous Tlingit heritage and its past as the capital of Russian America. You can see this history everywhere, from the ornate St. Michael's Cathedral to the totem poles that stand proudly in Sitka National Historical Park. The waters here are also teeming with wildlife, so you have an amazing chance to spot whales, sea otters, and eagles. Number 10. Zanzibar, Stone Town, Tanzania. Let's head to the turquoise waters of the Indian Ocean, to the island of Zanzibar and its ancient heart, Stone Town. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is a fascinating maze of narrow alleys, buzzing markets, and grand Arab houses with beautifully carved wooden doors. Its history as a hub for the spice and slave trades created a rich cultural mix of African, Arab, Indian, and European influences. It's called Stone Town because so many buildings are made from coral stone. A visit here is a total sensory overload, from the smell of spices in the air to the sound of the call to prayer echoing from the mosques. Number 11. Lagos, Portugal. Back in Europe, we're exploring the incredible Algarve region of Portugal, focusing on the area around Lagos. The coastline here is famous for the Praia da Dona Ana, a beach known for its dramatic limestone cliffs, golden sands, and crystal-clear turquoise waters. This whole stretch of coast is called the Costa d'Oro, or Golden Coast, and it's filled with amazing sea stacks, grottos, and hidden coves that are best explored by boat or kayak. The calm, sheltered water makes it an absolutely perfect spot for swimming and snorkeling. Number 12. Alicante, Spain. Our journey continues to the sun-soaked Costa Blanca of Spain and the vibrant city of Alicante. Watching over the city in the Mediterranean is the incredible Santa Barbara Castle, sitting on top of Mount Benicandel. This fortress goes all the way back to the 9th century, during the era of Muslim rule. It was later captured by Castilian forces on the feast day of St. Barbara in 1248, which is how it got its name. Below the castle, the city has beautiful beaches, a bustling promenade, and a charming old town. Making the trip up to the castle is both a history lesson and your ticket to an unbeatable panoramic view of the bay. Number 13. Gold Coast, Australia. We're heading back to Australia, this time to the perfectly named Gold Coast. This city is famous for its long, sandy beaches, including the world-renowned Surfer's Paradise. The skyline of sleek, modern skyscrapers creates this amazing contrast with the rolling waves of the Pacific, making for a truly unique urban beach scene. The Gold Coast is a magnet for energy and action, known for surfing, theme parks, and a buzzing nightlife. It's a place that perfectly mashes up the thrill of a city with the chill lifestyle of a top-tier beach destination. Number 14. Wellington, New Zealand. Next, we're venturing to the capital of New Zealand, Wellington. Tucked between rolling green hills and a sparkling harbor, this compact city is famous for its lively arts scene, great coffee, and stunning natural beauty. The scenic waterfront is perfect for a walk, and you'll find sculptures and plaques celebrating the nation's literary heroes on the Wellington Writers' Walk. For a truly epic view of the city, the harbor, and everything around it, you have to take a trip up to the Mount Victoria lookout. Wellington's charm is all about how it blends rich culture with nature that's both breathtaking and easy to get to. Number 15. La Digue, Seychelles. For our final stop, we've arrived in what many would call paradise on earth, the island of La Digue in the Seychelles. We're here specifically for Anse Source d'Argent, one of the most photographed beaches in the world. Here, you'll find powdery white sand framed by giant, ancient granite boulders that create a landscape that looks almost unreal. The shallow, turquoise water is protected by a reef, which makes it perfect for swimming and snorkeling. To even get to this legendary beach, you pass through the historic Lunyan Estate coconut plantation, which adds a cool touch of history to the journey. From the historic canals of Venice to the granite-covered shores of the Seychelles, the world's coastal cities offer such an incredible range of beauty, culture, and adventure. Each one is a reminder of the powerful and inspiring connection between people and the sea. These places aren't just dots on a map. They're invitations to get out there, to dream, and to discover the magic that's waiting where the water meets the shore. What's your favorite coastal city? Did we miss a stunning destination that should have been on the list? Let us know in the comments below. And if you've been inspired to add a new spot to your travel list, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more journeys to the world's most beautiful places.